Markets pay me twice my monthly intended cost of living. Here's how. Here's a hard lesson I learned in trading, and my only issue was not just calling it another honest day of work and moving on, regardless of what I heard, thought, or happened to intrude. So, Sabedala, MetaTrader, updated, right? Pretty great platform for what it was, but just for the individual trader, etc., they added something called the trade report, right? That was taking a lot of money away from like fees, making people become accessible to things like TradingView and a whole bunch of other marketing gimmicks that could help the less informed person, but on the other hand, you could have just learned all this from demo trading, right? So if you look right here, I'm keeping it very simple. I opened it, I circled it, I noticed the one in the middle was my deposit, and then on the right, it's my gross profit. It actually tells you how much money you touched, right? Like, that's amazing. Like, it showed you all your winning trades, and then it only shows you, and it shows you what you lost, right, on the left-hand side. And I looked at it, and I did the math, and I was like, holy shit, I touched 10,000. That's over 120 grand a year. After taxes, that's like 90K, maybe 80K. But at this point, I wasn't sure. I didn't know that I already touched $8,000, and I would have made some more money just to pay my taxes, right? Little easy lesson right there. So then I just went over it some more. I'm like, all right, where'd I make my money, etc. I don't recall ever making all that money from NQ. Definitely most of that money should have came from like gold in Japan from my own physical health. So then I went over to my sheet and I was like, these numbers look familiar, using numerology. Right? Science, my favorite hoe. Freaking... Look, my total after I did the things I currently have, plus some like what people expect, right? And school teaches and all that. It's not really what it is, but this is how it should be, right? I am definitely living a little below my means on top of helps from others, the law, right? So $3,800, right? My housing isn't that much, but that's how much the economy expects me to have, right? So then if the economy expects me to make that much and pay that much just to live by myself, my theory was I should be able to make 3 times the rent. So I just started looking up rent prices and mortgage prices, multiplied by 3, and then added the rest.